Hi, my name is Mahendar Mende. I'm studying Masters in Data Science at Cardiff Metropolitan University, and my student ID is ST20193604, and my topic name is Online Grocery Recommendation System. This is my agenda: introduction, literature, methodology, objectives, analysis, and recommendations, and conclusion. The topic one is introduction. Yeah. Well, when several options for a particular category are offered to a human, they tend to become confused, like be it clothing, accessories, media, or anything else. When she recommends a food store to me, human notice the same pattern emerging again. How can we prepare a food in the healthiest way possible? The list continues. Additionally, individuals will invariably inquire as to whose side they should support. And now, because of this technological developments, individuals can do their grocery shopping at online supermarkets that offer click and collect services. Yeah, to solve this problem and make certain that customers select the appropriate product the first time, the recommendation that streamlines the shopping experience by taking into previous purchases and the customer personal preferences is required. The main purpose of this study is to develop a recommender system for the online grocery store, as stated in the introduction, because it is an issue that is obviously encountered by each and every human being during grocery shopping. Therefore, if a system or a model of this kind is accessible, it will reduce the amount of time and effort expended by the clients and give their profile a unique feel by adding the stuff they have collected over history to it. Before explaining my research, I would like to tell you like what I have learned and what I have developed during this placement year, and what projects or tasks I have completed. Yeah. Well, during this placement year, I learned about technical fields like machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning through my work with the new IT Nest. I focused more on computer vision, image processing, and neural networks as a component of the project. I now have a solid understanding of gathering data, uh, primary and secondary sources, getting the data ready for analysis, and the real world difficulties encountered while working on the project. I have improved my analytical skills, sense of ownership and accountability, research methods, and stakeholder communication abilities. And during this year, I also worked on the challenge of classifying and identifying real photos based on the type of things, associating one single label classification, or like more means like multi-label classification. It's like a single label classification and multi-label classification. Yeah. Labels to give an image is the task of image classification, also known as image recognition. Well, developed a classification model to forecast 25 different categories of retail goods and to assess the accuracy of those predictions. I have participated in every phase of the project, beginning with the collection of data from main and secondary sources. Cloud storage is used for image data pre-processing, feature extraction, model construction for a convolution neural network, and model optimization. Well, and the topic two is literature. Global retail e-commerce sales are predicted to rise from 2.29 trillion in 2017 to 4.48 trillion by the end of 2021, according to an e-business marketing organization. E-commerce has a considerable market constraint despite its success. The constraint of e-commerce operation can be solved via novel recommendation algorithms. The purpose of this project is to create a recommendation engine for an online grocery store. There are two main types of recommendation engines: are collaborative filtering systems or and content-based systems. Items with content comparable to those of a customer's chosen products are recommended by content-based systems, while entertainment systems construct a model-based approach from content. Our study already doesn't. Instead, we enhance the collaborative filtering method using a product information model. And our topic 3 is methodology. Uh, I can say this is the main part of all research. Yeah, well, research methodology is regarded as a very important aspect for the searcher while conducting any investigation, as it is very helpful in collecting and analyzing the data within the specific area. Yeah, in the context of the current study, the researcher will be adopting the onion research methodology. uh, the reason he chose the one because it is very helpful in choosing the appropriate research philosophy, research approach, research design, research choice, research strategy, and data collection tools that can be used within the research, as they will help in selecting appropriate data for the research. Well, the topic 4 is objectives. The objectives of the study are to comprehend the notion of a recommender system and to determine the use of a recommender system in enhancing the customer experience of while purchasing from online grocery stores. And third one is to identify the challenges faced while developing the recommender system. And the fourth one and final one is to recognize the possible countermeasures for the challenges faced while developing a recommender system. Well, the topic 5 is analysis. Well, in order to develop a recommender system, the researcher gathered a data set from Kaggle. The data set contains the product list and prices along with the ratings sold on Big Basket. It is an e-commerce website through which users can buy grocery products. In order to develop a recommended system appropriately, the researchers needed to gain as much information about the dataset as it would be helpful while building the recommender system. Once all the cleaning within the dataset was performed, the next step that the researcher took was to perform exploratory data analysis based on the EDA analysis. Following observations were identified. Well, it is interpreted from the above graphical representation of the data that it represents the number of products sold in each category. Well, you can identify here, well, highest number of products are sold within the beauty and hygiene section. And if you see like how many products, it is like 5460 products are sold. Yeah, and the other hand, the list of products sold is within the baby care category of 495 products. Well, if you look at this graphical representation, well, in which the researcher reminds the top 10 products that were sold within the subcategory. Yeah? Well, it was determined that the skin care products are sold maximum, which is 1641, and the second product that is sold is hair products, and which is 808. If you compare this difference between these two things, it is almost double. You can see it's like it's 1641 and 818. It's almost double. Yeah, well, it shows the popularity of skincare products among customers. So while developing a recommender system, the researcher should take care of it. Well, if you observe this graphical representation shows the what are the popular brands being among the customers. Well, based on this graph, you can identify like that BB Royal is the most popular brand, and in the 278 products have been sold. Yeah, this brand products. And if you look right next to that, it is also identified that the brand that is second on the list is BB Home, and which is like 172 products have been sold, and the third one on this list is Amul. Well, if you observe this graphical representation, well, it shows like based on the items, the top 10 types of products. Yeah, if you look at this, I can well, it was identified that the most famous product among customers is face care, which shows that the customers are more concerned about their looks and are looking for products that help them in improving their facial looks. The second product that is popular among the customers is men's deodorants, whose 404 products are sold. It is identified that the difference like between the top two products is 690 products, which is like a huge margin, like as it is more than double the sale of the sale of this second product. Well, the fifth topic is recommendations. It is recommended that while developing a recommender system, this would be more focused on the item-based collaborative filtering algorithm rather than the user-based collaborative filtering model. The user-based collaborative filtering algorithm focuses on providing recommendations based on the other users whose preferences are similar to the user who is looking for the products. It is also recommended to the users that the recommender system should be based on the user's insight, as it will lead them to build a recommender system that will help the business to fulfill the demands of more customers. The recommender system will also be able to recommend the products that are less popular and not rated by the customers. And they might also help the customers in exploring the products. Thank you.